Well, everybody, thought I'd bring you out and show you how my garden's doing. Whoops. There we go. I'll show you. Here's my corn. Way down there. All the way up here. And look what we got up here. I got tassels, I guess you call them. Little pollen things anyway. I think I'm going to it's going to try to grow some ears. Not bad for an experiment. Didn't know if it'd work growing it in a bucket. It's in there with my Cherokee Tan Pumpkins. Some of the lower leaves on these are starting to die, but that's okay. It's way back there. It goes through the plant itself. It's got shoots out there, so I'm hoping. And right here, it climbed over to my potatoes, and it's taken off over there. And then over here is my cucumbers. And they've got, oh yeah, here's a little guy here. I ate the first three already. See how shiny they are? Because they're not laying on the ground. They're the ones that grow long. Oh, now what do we got here? Right at the top. Take that blossom off there so it doesn't rot. Nice one growing there. And look at all the blossoms in there yet to turn into pickles. Or cucumbers. I always say pickles. Pardon me. Oh, and then there's inside here. Here's another one growing. That's nice. Here's my lemon basil. It's taken off like crazy now. Didn't do anything till I pinched it off, and then it spread. Same way with the thyme here. I come in and pulled a bunch of that out. I got shamrocks mixed in here too. And it took off too. Gonna have to pick it again pretty soon. And then, let's see. What do we got on this side? Oh, there's a nice one growing there. Doing pretty good. Oh, and we got this one here. Nice one growing there. Oh, here's the seed packets. Oh, I ripped the name of it off. Wait, no. It's got faded writing, but it's still there. American Select. Or is that the brand name? I don't know. It's supposed to be the long ones anyway. I had the seed packets in the buckets so that I could keep track of what I planted. And in the middle of the cucumbers is a wee little tomato plant that it's trying so hard, but it's just too late in the year now to grow. I'm leaving them alone. There's more flowers. Oh, here's a little one here. A little tiny one. Let's see, can I get closer to that? Where's that here? Yes. Zoom in a little more here. There we go. Now if I can find it in the camera. Where's your hand? There we go. Little guy there. And then this one over here. Where's my hand again? There. Nice and shiny, and then the ones in there. Where is my hand? I can't have a hard time finding my hand in the picture when it zoomed in. Anyway, it's in there. We just had a rain, and mosquitoes are coming out now. And here's my, next to me here. Whoops. Here is my potatoes. And they got really, really big. hanging down here now, way up over my head. A good, I don't know, I'm 5'9", and this thing is over my head and hanging over some here, so sure got a big vine on it, but it's starting to die off on the other side, so I'm going to leave it until it's completely dead. Here's my elderberry. It's doing wonderful this year. And the other one down there on the ground, it's still there. It's tiny, but she's still there. And see, here's my Cherokee Tan Pumpkins, and they went all the way across the ground, and they're attaching themselves on the ground all along here. But I don't see a blossom yet. So I don't know if I'm going to get anything this year off of them or not. And in this mess is my beans in there. That one's got a hole in it. There's quite a few beans on here again. I got to pick them again, I guess. Where are they? Up here. I knew I saw some. But they're not getting the red stripes, squigglies like usual. Oh, and that's got a hole in it too. Something, I gotta spray them, I guess. Yep, they're biting, something's biting pieces off. There's lots of beans in there, but I don't know if I'm getting them on camera or not. Plants are long, still got blossoms too. So, I have to pick those again. But I'm leaving my pickles to get as big as possible. Get them a little bit longer. That's what I want to do. The plan, anyway. That little guy again. They're coming along. Don't know if I'll get anything on the pumpkins or not. They're kind of neat looking. They get this big green leaf and kind of a yellowish green edge around them, and then the little tiny white lines where the veins are. They're kind of neat. So I'll be interested. I've never grown pumpkins before, so we'll see what happens. And here comes baby, the mama of them all. Well, 4 of them anyway. Well, no, 3 of them. Her, the three babies, and Bandit. Yeah. Okay. And here's our temperature today. Like I said, we just got a rain. You can see it laying on my lawnmower seat there. It just quit a little bit ago. The blackberries are on like crazy. So I ate a good handful of them earlier today when I walked down to check my mailbox. Check out the video I made too. It's uploading right now, so it'll be available pretty soon, depending on the internet, how fast or how slow it is. And that old half-fallen tree is still hanging out there, but it looks like it's moved over some, because now it's right over my chicken park more, so it's going to come down pretty soon. Yeah, I just don't want to be underneath of it when it does. Oh yeah, the top broke off of it. Yep. Because it used to go way up over into this tree. But you can see the top fell and it flopped back. It's right alongside the, or underneath of the main part of the tree there. So she's gonna come down pretty soon. Gonna take my chicken park with it. This is probably about as close as I want to get to that thing, 'cause it's gonna come down any time. I chopped and I pushed and I shook and everything else, and it will not come down. Baby misses the chickens. She's going there and sleep with them and play with them and stuff. Oh, and I want to show you too. I said a while ago that I wanted to get a pump for my other well. Oh wow, the blackberries are coming up here. There's the blackberries right there. No berries on it 'cause it's a new plant, but that's blackberries. And there she is. Oh, when these plants went to seed, look at that. They get the red ball things on them and they're full of seeds. Another one right here. They grow in my yard all the time. I filmed it before. I should collect those. Somebody said they thought they were Jack in the Pulpit seeds, but they're not, because they always come up. They get a little flower on them, and then they get that red thing. But the Jack in the Pulpits get the little, almost like a pitcher plant on them. Well, here's the pump. But there's something. Oh, there's water in there though, icky water. But the water comes up and then it stops. So I gotta prime it now. I don't have nothing primed in there. Wait, no, it's trying to. You could feel it, but yeah. Oh, yeah. It ain't gonna come up without being primed. But that's my other well. I wonder if there was some kind of plug thing in there, because I couldn't even pump it before. It gets stiff, it's pulling something, but before when I did it, it pulled the water up, got it almost out to come out, and then it would stop. And I couldn't even push the handle down in the pump. It had so much suction on it. Or not suction, but almost like pressure coming up. It wouldn't let me push the handle down. I ain't done this since I was a kid. To come out with some water and prime it, I'm not going to dump that nasty water in there. But I want to get that going because I want to have that as a backup, so power goes off, I got a way to flush my toilet and stuff. You know, it's not fun when you can't flush the toilet. The mustard weed, the brown stalks that are there next to the wood stove there, mustard garlic or something like that they call it. This whole, shoot, I gotta get this. The whole area here, all this big circle, this spring was all that stuff, and I guess it's edible. And I didn't know it. I went out with the weed whacker and knocked it all down because it was getting too close to the house. You can see some stalks down here where it was trying to come up to the house. Oh, there's my propane tank for my generator. I gotta get that filled. With 2 of those 100-pound tanks, according to the book on my generator, I can get 10 days running time off of 2 of those tanks. It's like, yay! And it's clean emissions. It doesn't gum up your engine, so that's the way I want to go. If I can afford to do it. But I'm working on that. Let's see. Oh, and I should have had my camera out earlier. There was one of them great big, I think they call them pileated woodpeckers on the big pine trees there, just banging away. And of course, I didn't have my camera. And I'm thinking about that shed, maybe this shed. I might try to make a door to put on this shed when it cools down. I don't do anything when it's hot out. I cannot take the heat. And at least get that one where I can use it more. Draw a bunch of that stuff in there. Believe it or not, people, there was so much stuff in there when I moved here. You couldn't even get in there. Same way with that. They had clothes. Can you believe a building like that, all open to the elements, full of garbage bags, full of clothes and baby stuff, and you name it, it was in there. It was awful. And then, oops, I keep my propane lid open because bald-faced hornets like to make nests in there, and those babies, when they sting, they hurt. Woo, that's cold. I just keep coming out and dumping it when it rains. And I got, oh, they must come out. I got like 80% propane now. Woo, almost. No, not 80. 70, I don't know, 77, 78, something like that. You can see it. I'm all ready for winter. I'm on the payment plan with that now, so I don't have to worry about finding a program that'll help me. Ooh, daddy long leg. You know, them things are poisonous, but their fangs are so short they can't bite us. Oh, wet grass, or should I say wet weeds. And of course, me and my sandals. That's me during the summer. Me and my ugly feet. Well, who cares? Not like you can do anything about it. You're born with them. I don't want to go too far away from the house, but I want to go check and see if there's any blackberry plants off the property here. They like to grow alongside the road. And I'll take my camera and I'll go down where the big patches of them are as soon as I get the gumption to do it. Because I'd like to pick some, bunch of them, because I used to, up until, well, my wife got sick, I used to go pick a bunch of them every year, and I'd use them for Thanksgiving, blackberry pies and stuff. They're really good. My mom and dad told me they were out the other day going someplace, and a cougar crossed the road in front of them. See, that's why I want a pistol, or should I say a boomstick, a little one that fit in my pocket, because when I go walking out and stuff, I want to have some kind of protection with me in case. Because we got lots of coyotes, not that they would bother me, but there's wolves up here. I haven't seen one, but that's what I've been told. And the cougars now. There's some animal track, something with claws. We have bear too. That I do know is up here. That's, hence the name Bearcreek. That's what the Indians named the creek after, was the bear. I'm feeling wonderful and just enjoying life. I hope you all are too. Oh, there's some. There ain't nothing on those ones. But they could have been, because everybody around here picks the berries and stuff. But up by the corner, there's bushes there, and they're just loaded with blackberries. And they're real sweet this year. So blackberries are very good for you, and they grow all over the place. So why not take advantage of what God's given us, you know? And Babe's following me. Aren't you, baby? She walked all the way to the mailbox with me today. That's about a mile both ways, or close to it. Something like that. There's some plants scattered about in here, but I don't see anything on them. Yeah, it's as far as I'll go, 'cause I don't want to get too far away from the house. Hopefully I'm not jiggling too much. Come on, baby. You coming, babe? And look at that sky. Don't know if the camera picks it up. Look how gray that sky is. In spots. And then up there, it's blue. So I think we're going to get more rain. I'm not sure. You're full of pea and vinegar, huh? You going to run? Yeah, she made friends with my chickens. They took care of her when she was a baby. I think she was like 4, maybe 6 months old when I got her. I don't know. She was a little thing anyway. No, I think she was younger than that because she wasn't eating. Well, had just started, I think, eating cat food because I started her on tuna. She was wild. But she got attached to me. I got attached to her too. She disappeared on me mysteriously for about 3 months. And miraculously, after chewing out one of my neighbors about if I ever saw him abusing any of my animals, that I would turn him in and he'd be in prison. She came back after 3 months of being gone. She had a hole right through her towards the backside. She used to have cancer there, and it's one good thing, I guess, from the shot, because when she went missing, she had a big lump on her side, and when she came back, that lump was gone. And now she don't venture too far away from me. I don't blame her.